cannot express as well as you and some other girls in the room. That's just who I am, okay?
In that moment, I didn't stand up for you, but I actually never validated Lauren's behaviour ever.
The thing I try and do is I try and be Switzerland, as Carina claimed it. And I try and come from an unbiased opinion every time I do a review. And sadly, watching Carina and then watching Ree is day and night. The audacity for Carina to double down and say the girls were being mean girls. Those girls did not start off attacking that woman. That woman started off by making faces and then making statements that made them turn into attack mode. And so the audacity for Carina to then come to the dinner party and continue to stand on it and say you people were being mean girls. How are you my friend if you're labeling me on something that you know is going to be televised? When you're sitting next to someone who punched a wall? How are you my friend when you're making me seem like I'm the villain when you're sat next to someone who punched a wall? I'm going to repeat again. It's the audacity. I give more credit to Ree because you could see Ree was devastated. She was broken. She felt like she had been left in the wind by, Lauren not showing up. So I give Ree a lot of credit for her behavior. And then Lauren, I can't wait for Sunday because apparently her feet are going to be held to the fire and I'm going to be here for this. Anyway, hey there. Thanks for stopping by. It's Valerie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Click the like button. Turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos. And definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight Australia, Season 12, Episode 24. So it's time for dinner party number 5, I think. And everyone is getting ready. They've all come back from the couples retreat. So they're in the best of spaces. So they're good. You have Adrian and Afina. They say they're in a very good place. They didn't have any problems with their relationship. There were problems around them, but nothing to do with them as a couple. So Afina is ecstatic that they're in a good space. Adrian apparently seems happy. And personally, I feel like Adrian is happy as long as they don't go deep. As long as they're hugging, kissing, making out, and doing everything else, he's happy. The moment she wants to go deep and sort of ask about the future, about her child and stuff, this is when things go left. So the idea that, you'd have Afina say we're in a good space, to me, is just her burying her head in the sand and hoping for the best. You have Jackie and Ryan. Jackie and Ryan are in a very good space. They're very happy. They're giddy. They're excited. They've managed to get over the comment that Jackie said, when she said Ryan saves himself for the gym, so he doesn't like making love in the morning. And so they're in a good space. They both feel they've won each other's trust back. And so they're happy. They're giddy. They're excited. Jackie's saying this is the first dinner party she's been excited to attend because there's no tension. There's no drama with anyone. There's nothing they need to address. And it's like, wow, this is growth for them. And then now, let's discuss this. Is Beth saying all this because she wants to be a part of the drama or what? I do not understand Beth. She's been good. She's been happy. She's been giddy with her husband. The audacity to try and involve herself in Ryan and sort of Jackie drama doesn't make sense. All I can think is she's after a storyline because it doesn't make sense that she's upset with Ryan. She says she's upset with Ryan because Ryan questioned her husband that how did he feel about the comments she made? He was trying to turn her husband against her. And it's like, seriously, make it make sense. He was trying to speak to your husband because had he sat you down and asked you these questions, then your husband could have easily come back to him and said, why didn't you speak to me first before speaking to my wife? So he was trying to address his concern. At the end of the day, for her to say, I want an apology, it's like, ma'am, it's not like Ryan walked across the lawn out of nowhere and just came and told you you were classless. You made a comment that provoked a reaction from him. So please take several seats. I'm not buying this. You don't deserve an apology. If you want an apology, then apologize because you were the first one to make the comment before he spoke, because he didn't just come out of the blue and call you classless. You said you'd rather save his energy for the pipe instead of for whatever was beeped out. So for him to call you classless, it was a response to your comment. So if you want an apology, go and apologize first and then he will give you an apology. Let's keep it stepping. And then you have the sisterhood that's fallen out. Oh my God. So Jamie is still feeling aggrieved because Jamie has fought everybody's battle in this experiment. She has stood up for those that she felt were being done wrong. She has really championed those that she felt needed to be championed. And so for her friends to not champion or fight for her at one of the lowest moments in the experiment, I understand where she's coming from. Yes, Ree tried to have conversations with Lauren to explain to Lauren that the things you're saying are unacceptable. But still, Carina didn't say anything. And for Carina to want to stand on business, on the fact that, she was being attacked, so she was just retaliating. So are you trying to even that out with Paul's behavior and say that you were attacking Paul and that's why he punched the wall? Or what? Make that make sense? Because I don't understand the rationale. Jamie is your friend. If you had beef with Jamie about the way she was addressing the Lauren situation, you could have pulled her aside. You could have had a conversation with her. You didn't need to back Lauren and Clint in their nonsense. And so the idea that you don't see what you did wrong is something that I don't understand. Your friend was being trodden on. She was being called names by somebody. And you're justifying that with saying, oh, the person was upset. That's why she called my friend names. How do we balance that out? How do we make that make sense? How? How can you still stand there with your full chest and say, no, it's not her fault, it's because the other person who had provoked her? I'm so furious with Carina. Sadly, the longer she stays in the experiment, the more her true colors are coming out. And maybe she and Paul should have left week 2, week 3, when I was saying if they're good and they don't need assistance, they should leave. And they should have left then, because none of this whole drama would have taken place. You have Ree and Jeff, they're having a conversation. And Ree is saying, Jamie is my friend. She's the one I'm closest to in between her and Lauren. I tried my best to speak to Lauren, to tell Lauren that what she was doing was unacceptable. And so I know Jamie feels some type of way, and I hope we're able to address this and discuss this. And the problem with people like Ree is Ree wants to be Switzerland. She doesn't want confrontation. And because she doesn't want confrontation, she wants to get along with everybody. And you can't always get along with everybody. You can choose your people and leave the rest. And because she couldn't choose her people, this is why her friend is upset, and hopefully she'll be able to make amends with Jamie and they can move on. So you have every couple get into the cars except for Lauren and Clint. Apparently they've decided that they're better than the rest of the group, so they don't want to spend time with them. And it's like, the two of you are threatening to leave. Why are you still here? Why are you still here? You don't need to even stay behind and have your dinner. Just pack your bags and go. It's okay. The experts will be told that you've decided to leave, and keep it stepping. So the audacity to make it seem like, oh, we are high and mighty. Oh, we deserve better. Oh, they cannot, spend time around us. Clint is talking about, oh, we'll discuss e-commerce and stuff. We'll discuss, and it's like, serious. It's the audacity for me. It's the audacity and the ignorance on Clint's part. He doesn't know that this woman is playing him. And whether he's impressed by the way she looks or whatever, I do not get it. And I don't understand why he's putting up with her nonsense. He shouldn't be. Anyway, they come up with a menu. They say they're going to stay in the apartments and they're going to, make their meal there and enjoy each other's company. Hey, to each their own. I hope after Clint watches the show, he apologized to Jamie because she deserved better. She didn't deserve him yelling and screaming and shouting at her. That's just where it stands. The rest of the couples arrive for the dinner party. First to arrive, you have Elliot and Veronica. Oh my God, my tongue there. And they are in a good space because apparently Veronica's had this epiphany. She's at understanding. So now she realizes that what she did was wrong. And so they've been in a very good space. We even saw them on the couples retreat. They were good. They're followed in by Jeff and Ree. Ree is struggling. She's struggling to save herself because she knows she should have backed her friend, but at the same time she was trying to be a nice person. So she's straddling that line of being a nice person while you're backing up your friend. She says apparently the tension between them has affected her relationship with her husband Jeff. Jeff is saying our relationship is good. It's just the issues that happened at the retreat that are affecting us, but hopefully we'll be good. They are followed in by Beth and TJ. Beth and TJ, I initially loved them as a couple, but I think Beth is now starting to get on my last nerve. She's dancing on it, and I don't know how long she can dance on it. She is aggrieved because she needs to speak to Ryan because she wants Ryan to apologize. Ryan and Jackie walk in next. They're in a very good space. They're very giddy. They're very excited to be there because they don't have any drama, or they're not a part of the drama at the moment. you have Beth walk across to Ryan to sort of say to Ryan, I heard you apologize to my husband, but you didn't apologize to me. And it's like, girl, don't play victim. Please, it's not a good look. Don't play victim. You started this. You started by saying inappropriate things, vulgar stuff about somebody else's relationship. And she couldn't answer the question because Ryan said to her, this is my understanding of what he said. He said to her, the reason why I spoke to your husband is I wanted to hear what he would say in regards, had Jackie come in and said the same thing you said about your relationship with him, would he feel the same way or would he be aggrieved? And so for her to say, oh, but still you didn't need to speak to, you were wrong, madam. You didn't need to use vulgar language. You could have easily made a point without using vulgar language. Oh, I know I swear a lot, but I deserved an apology. You apologize first because you made the vulgar language comment first. And then after you've apologized, he'll apologize. She got her apology and she was giddy like a little kid. Oh, I'm excited. I got my apology. This is all I wanted. I don't listen to Jackie. It goes in through one ear and comes out the other. Well, if that's how you feel, it is what it is. You got your apology. Keep it stepping. And we'll keep it stepping too. So next to arrive is Afina and Adrian. They're in a very good space. They're very happy. They had a great time in Barren Bay. So they're good. We'll see how long this happiness lasts because I have a feeling it won't last long. I have a feeling next week we're back to regular schedules and they're going to be arguing and fighting again. You have Carina in the car with Paul and she's worried that, oh, Jamie, I'm so nervous. I'm so anxious. Oh, I'm worried about Jamie. I don't know how I'll cope. It's like, madam, look to your left. This man physically punched the door or the wall and broke it. And yet you're worried about Jamie's loud voice. You're worried about Jamie's loud voice more than you're worried about the man who punched a hole in the door or the wall. How? Anyway, they are the next couple to arrive. She sits down with Ree. She says, I'm very nervous. I'm very sweaty. They're calling themselves empaths and they're caught in the middle of something. And it's like, you can be an empath and still ride for your girl. Jamie has ridden for every single person in this room. So the audacity to now make her the villain doesn't make sense. You, sadly, are the ones who are coming across as the villains. At least with Ree, it makes sense because we saw her try to hold Lauren's feet to the fire. You didn't do anything, madam. Oh, I'm afraid of Jamie. And yet you're sitting next to someone who punched a wall. I'm side-eyeing you. You have Jamie and Dave arrive. Jamie and Dave, they're very quiet and very reserved. She does greet everyone, but she's side-eyeing the girls who are kissing her cheek. Hi, because she knows they haven't checked on her. Apparently, they haven't checked on her. And it's like, why have they not checked on her? Have production not told them not to check on her? Or have they not checked on her just because they didn't feel it was safe to do so? I don't get it. To have TJ be the one that steps up to check on Jamie when they are there, I don't understand. I agree with Jamie that why are they not sort of cornering me at the bar and sort of asking me, are you okay? Are you okay? TJ is the one who's doing that. How are they friends with her? Anyway, everybody hangs around waiting for Lauren and Clint, and the waiter comes to say dinner's served. And so once dinner's announced, it dawns on Ree and Carina that actually Lauren and Clint are not coming. And for Ree, she now feels like she's been placed in the mud by her friend, and her friend has abandoned her. Whereas Carina is still standing 10 toes deep on her, I did the right thing. But anyway, Lauren should have come to apologize, and with the girls and made peace because at the end of the day, she was wrong. And it's like, but that is what you should have said when you were at the retreat. That yes, Jamie's tone is a bit high, but still what Lauren did was wrong. But you didn't say that. So for them to sit down at the table, Jamie was ready. She was on 10. She was ready. She was primed and ready. And so what I find interesting is everybody has a problem with Jamie speaking up for herself and her tone, and the comes across aggressive and stuff. But when she's fighting everybody's battle around the table, when she was fighting for Katie, nobody said anything. When she was fighting for Lauren, nobody said anything. When she was fighting for Afina or whoever else, nobody said anything. They didn't mind her tone. They didn't mind her aggression. But because she is holding their feet to the fire and saying, where is my apology? I feel abandoned. My friends, Ree and Carina, left me out to hang dry and didn't even stand up for me. And you have Carina have the audacity to say, well, I felt it was sort of mean girl behavior. I thought you were attacking her. And it's like, please make it make sense. When will you stop? Do you know what attack is? Do you know what attack is? And I think this sort of makes me question exactly what happened with her and Paul for Paul to lash out. Not that Paul was right, but what happened there? Because if her understanding of simple facts is not sort of on point, I don't get it. I really don't. Jamie has always been loud. Jamie has always been vocal. Jamie has always, stood up on business for people. And nobody has called her out. Up until Jamie stood on business for herself. As she said, I'm a strong woman. I don't care who I go against. I will stand up for myself. And I'm very protective of my friends. And they're all living testament of it. Because we had, a sort of a collage of videos of Jamie sticking up for other people in episode 23. So the audacity that Carina names them, oh, you were mean, there was a lot of mean girl behavior. And Jamie's asking, do you mean me? No, I mean everybody at the table. When Afina holds her feet to the fire and says, why are you calling me a mean girl? Because you're saying all the girls. No, I didn't say that. Afina and Jamie are making it difficult for me to speak. I feel so intimidated. I can't speak up. And the experts to back up that nonsense. She's not intimidated. She is not intimidated. She just wants to say what she wants to say and she wants people to agree with her. All Jamie was asking for was an apology. Had she come in and said, Jamie, I'm sorry for what happened. My intention was never to make you feel like you were abandoned. For her to say I was playing Switzerland. How are you playing Switzerland when you're only backing one person? At the end of the day, she should have said, Jamie, your tone is a bit high and it comes across a bit aggressive. Please try and tone it down. Lauren, your words are very hurtful. They come across as demeaning, as condescending, as patronizing. Please, can you refrain from doing that? That is being Switzerland. Not what she did. Not what she did. Her husband, you could see, was sat there and he didn't know what to do with himself because he knows he's on a tightrope. He can't lose his anger, but at the same time, he's trying to appear as though he's backing his wife up. Yes, Dave spoke up and maybe Dave shouldn't have spoken up, but Dave, at the end of the day, was telling them the truth. It's either you ride with us or you don't. We are not going to ride for you if you are not prepared to ride for us. Because all along, Dave and Jamie have been riding for everybody else in the group. And suddenly they have an issue and now it's, oh, but you did this. Ree minded her own business. Ree is the one with anxiety. Carina doesn't have anxiety. Carina has performance anxiety. What do I mean? I mean she has anxiety when it's convenient, when she knows it can allow her to get away with whatever nonsense she wants to say or do. Then she uses that anxiety to sort of say, oh, I'm feeling very anxious. She wasn't anxious. She stood up against Jamie and she tried to say whatever she tried to say. And when she realized that the table was turning against her and they couldn't make sense of what she was saying, then she said, you come across very vocal, very loud, and it makes me sort of lose my voice and I don't have the ability to speak up. And it's like, please keep quiet. Please keep quiet. I love the fact that, you had her feet held to the fire by Afina. And I think when she realized that Afina was about to tag Jamie in, she immediately kept quiet. And then for Veronica wanted to be part of the storyline. That's it. Veronica wanted to be part of the storyline because Veronica says, oh, Jamie, you need to tone down your aggression. You need to tone down your voice. You're too loud. You're this, that, and the other. And Jamie said, why are you speaking up for Lauren? Why are you speaking up for Lauren? Lauren is your husband's ex. Why are you speaking up for her? Is it because you're worried that Lauren is going to reveal whatever nonsense you said about your husband? And poor Elliot had no idea that his wife had met up with his ex. So he wants to know, what did she say? And the audacity to lie. I don't get why Veronica lied. I really don't. There was no need for her to lie and say that, it's because she had a lot of positive and constructive things to say. And it's like, when has she ever said anything constructive about any person? And you could tell Veronica was shocked. I don't think she expected Jamie to sort of air her out. And Jamie aired her out without even blinking an eyelid. And I was here for it. And I was happy and I was giddy and I was excited because at the end of the day, that's what she deserves. If you're going to start it, I'm going to finish it. And Jamie finished it. And sadly, she had nowhere to go. So you have everyone turn over to Adrian and Afina. Adrian and Afina are saying they're good. They are having an amazing time. They seem to have, she regretted writing Stay. And then after writing Stay, she suddenly got to this epiphany moment and they've realized that they're doing amazingly well. They had an amazing time. They sort of made up. She reveals that they made love after he came back to the apartment the next day. And it's like, that's a bit quick. Instead of working on all the problems you have, this is your solution to decide to make out with this man. I don't get it. This man has not done anything to deserve that. But if you feel that way, what can we all say? You have Ree. Ree is nervous as hell. She is laying eggs. She's like a chicken sitting on eggs because she doesn't even know how to move. She's worried if she moves, she'll break them. It was really sad to see. And then so she spoke to Jamie. She apologized for her part and she explained the same way she did. And the consistency is what I like, because at the event, at the couples retreat, she said it. And she said, my problem is at times, I think she's someone who's very nervous and very anxious, and she tries not to say or do anything that will upset anybody else. And so at times it takes her a bit longer to process information. And once she's processed it, then she'll say or do something. And in this situation, she was trying to sort of process information. I think this is why she went to Lauren and said to Lauren, what you did is unacceptable. And sadly, because she didn't react in time, she let her friend down. So she apologized, and her apology was sincere. You could actually see she was nervous. I think she was worried that Jamie was going to go into attack mode, but Jamie actually received it very well and said, this is all I wanted. When I walked in, this is what I wanted. I just wanted people to apologize for abandoning me because I have always stood by everybody else. And so that was really cute to see. But then Jamie's going to give a long jab because she said, I'm happy we are where we are because this is a true friendship and I value this, but I don't know what's happening there over with Carina. And so for Carina to storm off and then go and tell the producers that, I feel very dumb. No, Carina knows exactly what she's doing. Now I'm side-eyeing her about her comment about having sex with a rapper and everything that happened because I want to know the actual details. Because she plays this part, she saw how Ree was able to get herself out of trouble by sort of being meek and humble and sort of empathetic. And now she's decided to run to the producers. Surprisingly, her husband is nowhere to be found. Where is her husband? He barely said 2 words. He's trying his best to stay under the radar. That way he doesn't get himself in trouble. So the audacity to want to make herself the victim, I do not get. Dave was on business. He told his wife, we came in wanting an apology. We got our apology. The other one we didn't. But hey, it is what it is. We keep stepping and we don't care. And it's like, oh my God, we listen, but we don't judge. And it seems on Sunday, it's going to be on fire. And I can't wait for Sunday. Anyway, thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And click the link in my video to watch my review from episode 23. Bye guys.